Hi, this is Kai from Kikai Craft, and we are going to try two different inks today. One is from Diamine. It is their Writer's Blood, quite a popular one. I just wanted to swatch with you. I know a lot of you are very familiar with this one already. And I'm also going to go ahead and try Purple Rain from Monteverde because I do like their inks. They flow quite smoothly from the nibs, and I always have a thing for purple inks apparently. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and try them out on the Traveler's Notebook. If you're looking at the paper I'm using, I'm just using the standard one. It's the free book or notebook that came with the journal. So let's go ahead and try the Writer's Blood first. I have been using this on some of my pens, and so it's not like something new, but since I was gonna swatch it, I thought that maybe you'd come along and swatch it with me since I do have time to swatch. Okay, all right, so this one looks very much like a brownish sort of red. And let's go ahead and write Writer's Blood. This is from, from Diamine. Okay, apparently I need just a little more. All right. Okay, that's a lot. Let's just put a little bit more here and a little bit more to swatch with. Okay. And this is from Diamine. And I got this actually some time back. I've forgotten that it was in my collection since I have used it. All right. So it's actually usually quite a wet writer, but today apparently it's a little shy. Okay, let me just put in a little bit more. All right, it is quite a bit of a wet writer, but yeah, maybe I'm just not filling in the Kakimori nib so much. Let me just pull you in. There you go. It is more of like a reddish, magenta kind of red. It's not like fire engine red. All right, but it's quite nice to use because it's such a wet ink. It's quite nice to use when you are like trying to get a pen to write, which is actually why I got this color. I wanted one of my pens to write really nice. If I'm not mistaken, it was my Montblanc Meisterstück 144. Actually, why don't I go ahead and get that? I think it has it. Even on that, you hear me rustling through. It's in my vintage. All right, and my vintage set. Let's go ahead and use it. It's on my 144, and this says it's a medium nib. You can actually see it on the body. Okay, right there. Oh, it's the other way around. But it writes strangely for vintage. Okay, so it's currently on my, for a medium, Montblanc Meisterstück 144. So that's kind of how it looks on the pen. It's much darker than on a dip pen. Actually, this one, if I write this way, it's much thinner. You can see it like that. Oh, I smeared my 11, but that's fine. So it is much darker on a pen. All right. Okay, so that is Writer's Blood. And now we're gonna try Purple Rain together. Okay, so we have Purple Rain from Monteverde. Apparently, this particular ink comes from their, scooch you out just a tiny bit. Okay, there we go. This one comes from their core ink collection. So I have shared the gemstone collection. I'll put up like a card up there so you can click it. I'll put a link below too, but this one comes from their core ink collection, which has all these different colors, plus, wow, it has 3 different blues, plus these colors, which is quite a bit. All right, so we're getting Purple Rain for this video. Okay, so we have the bottle and we're gonna open it up. Okay. Wow. Maybe I should shake it just a tiny bit. All right, there we go. And let's go ahead and dip it just a little bit. All right. Okay, let's scoot you in. All right. Okay, this is more of like a lilac sort. Quite light, not as deep as I thought it would be at first, but maybe on a fountain pen it will be. Because sometimes, as you notice in the Mont Blanc, when you write with it, it tends to be a little bit darker. Actually, you know what? On the Mont Blanc, there's some green, I don't know, sheen on writer's blood. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so this is Monteverde Purple Rain. And if I'm not mistaken, I got this on the 28th of February, 2023. All right, that's kind of nice. All right, so if you're into like bright sort of purples, this might be the purple for you. Huh. Okay, sorry, I'm a little bit amused and a little fascinated. I think that's a better word for on how the writer's blood color kind of changes. Do you see? It becomes like some sort of green. Is that a normal thing if you have a writer's blood ink? Do you experience the same thing? Because I'm looking at the swatches and I don't really see it, or maybe it is coming out on the edges like that, but on the pen it's quite distinct. Huh. The Monteverde though is quite a nice purple. I don't know if I like this kind of purple. It's a bit too bright for me, but it's definitely quite an interesting one. To be honest, I don't even remember why I bought this particular ink. I think I saw it in some swatch and I thought it had some blues in it, which it could. I don't know, maybe if it dries just a bit more, I'll see some sort of shift in the color, very much like the Mont Blanc. I'm not sure. I'll take a photo when everything is dry and share it on my Instagram. The handle there is Kikai Journal. So if you have Instagram and you want to check some of my pictures, do head over there and say hi to me. Okay, so that's about it for today's swatching. I'm only doing 2 inks today. Thank you for dropping by and joining me as I looked into these 2 inks, and I will see you in my next video. This is Kai. Have a great day or a restful evening. Bye everyone.